Okay, now all of the different objects that are going to be in our program are going to have the ability to update their position and any other attributes that they may have, like how much life they have left or anything like that. And all of the objects in our program are going to be able to display themselves to the screen. And so, for the sake of efficiency later on, I know that I want to use what's called an interface so that all of these objects that we're going to put on the screen and update can be grouped together so that we don't have to perform these operations all over the different place. We can just say, like, have a list of objects for our game and update them all. The problem is that they're all going to be different kinds of objects. You know, some of them are going to be able to do things that are different from the other ones. And so what we want is a way to kind of gather them together under a single umbrella. And in Java, that is called an interface. And so I'm going to call this GameEntity, just as kind of a generic way to indicate what its job is. And this is an interface, which is basically just a promise or sort of a way of grouping things. Interface GameEntity. And our interface, we're going to list the two different methods, two different functions that all of our entities are going to have in common. And those entities are all going to, like I said, be able to update themselves and be able to display themselves. And so we want just those two methods to be listed, void update. And then here we're not going to actually describe specifically what is going to happen inside these methods. We're just going to write this as a list of things, like kind of a list of promises, which will become more clear as you see how it's utilized later on. And our display method, so any game entity will have to have, in other words, these two methods. And actually, I know it's not very long, but that really is enough for this video. We just want to build this interface called GameEntity, and then I'll show you in the coming videos how we're going to make use of that.